Tonight you will hear about the other side of success. Some of America's biggest young stars making bundles of money. And that's exactly where their trouble started. We begin our hour with two sides of a famous family feud. A mother who says she helped make her son a pop sensation. And her son, teen heartthrob Aaron Carter, who believes she also helped herself to handfuls of his money. Chris Conley brings you Carter versus Carter.
Everywhere I go, somebody I know, but they'll never go with me.
Saturday night, it's the latest Good Time song from 17-year-old Aaron Carter, one-time Little Prince of Pop, who after 8 years of sugar-sweet hits aimed at adolescent girls, now has this video getting frequent play on MTV, where Aaron's older brother, Nick Carter, enjoyed years of stardom as a member of the multi-platinum group The Backstreet Boys. As it was for Nick, Aaron Carter's breakthrough, the gold records, the videos, the concert tours, his devoted fan base, was a tribute to Aaron's talent, and as the rest of the family knew, to the tireless persistence of his mother and manager,
I love it.
Jane Carter.
Sacrificed my whole entire life for that child and for the other child for the sake of that family. But I was willing to do it for them, for the family.
Jane's sacrifices did pay off. The boys' successes took the Carter family from working class to wealth, showing off their flashy new lifestyle on MTV Cribs.
Kind of made it my own and had the shag carpet, put on here.
There was a spacious home for Jane, her husband Bob, and their 5 kids, and an expensive car.
Did some part of you say to yourself, oh, I put that car there?
Yes, absolutely.
I put that
I was
house
proud
there.
of myself. Why shouldn't I be?
But that success would cost Jane Carter everything she held dear. Aaron, Nick, Bob, her income, her career, even her dignity, on a bizarre night that ended in police custody.
Sitting in that squad car, reminiscing and thinking, wow, all these years, and this is how I get treated.
This is rock bottom.
There was no way for me to salvage the family.
Here you go.
We first showed you this broken family last May, in the words of Nick and Aaron Carter, who said they had to cut their mother out of their lives because she insisted on acting like a boss instead of a mom.
We were starved for that attention of a motherly figure.
You know what a lot of people out there are saying, guys. She sacrificed her life for these 2 boys' careers. She gave them every opportunity.
But at the
These ungrateful boys.
But at the same time, we gave her a job for 12 years.
Now Jane Carter is telling her side with some shocking new charges.
The drugs, the drinking, the partying.
But you thought it wouldn't happen to your kids.
I tried to prevent it from happening, but I couldn't.
And Aaron Carter is hitting back with fresh allegations of his own.
There was just money being taken and just money being spent for no reason. I mean, my mom had 2 big tractor trailers. Both of them were full with her clothes.
There's only one thing this first family of teen pop can agree on. The unhappiness that fame and riches brought upon them.
What's the price of fame for you?
It's been the loss of my family.
What do you think the price of fame was for your family?
Self-destructing. Like a tornado just came through our house and family got tossed everywhere.
By 2000, Jane Carter had 2 pop idol sons, as she'd spent 9 months traveling the world with Aaron and made him a star.
What was it like for you when he became successful? When he clicked?
It was like lightning striking twice.
You're not smiling when you say that.
It's just never turned out the way I thought it would.
On the road, Jane and Aaron began to argue.
But it was never about a mother-son relationship. It was always about work, and I was just like, sometimes I would just stop and I would be like, Mom, why can't we just fight about, me being a teenager, me growing up? It was all about money.
Aaron says that to placate him after one of their spats about money, his mother would buy him a gift, like a fancy Mercedes, a pet.
So, and then we ended up having like 21 dogs.
By 2003, Jane and Bob had separated. After a tour, Aaron reached out to his dad, who, Aaron says, showed him documents that convinced him his mother hadn't paid him the money he was owed.
Every show we did, we would probably make about maybe $40,000, $50,000 a show. And it was all gone.
You think your mother stole money from you?
I think she did. I mean, I don't know if it was intentional or unintentional, but I mean, I know that it was gone. And when I came back to my dad, I didn't have a dime.
All the bank accounts of Aaron's were emptied out.
There was no money in Aaron's bank account.
Jane and her lawyer point out Aaron and Bob signed a document stating that she did not mishandle Aaron's money. Throughout her son's rise, Jane says money was being spent, but by others.
My husband was buying boats, tractors, tour buses.
How about your kids?
The kids had spending habits too. Clothing, jewelry, you name it.
You know what people are saying at home, Jane. 2 huge superstars, millions of records sold, and she's saying the family is broke?
Overextended is more like it.
Nevertheless, the damage was done. Jane ceased to be Aaron's manager, and her little Prince of Pop wanted nothing to do with her.
I don't talk to her because she's not like a mother anymore.
It's devastating, of course. How would you feel?
For Jane Carter, this epic of personal and professional heartbreak had one final humiliation in store for her. Because on the night of January 13, 2004, she arrived unannounced at the home she once shared with her husband and kids.
Why did you do what you did that night?
Because he made me feel that he wanted us to get back together, and I was going to surprise him.
Oh, well, she surprised me. Okay? She really surprised me. Surprise, surprise.
Covered with leaves, Jane was first spotted by Aaron at the compound's guest house near his twin sister, Angel.
And I was just like, Angel, Mom's right behind you. She's like, stop lying, whatever.
I said, guess who's back? Mommy's home.
And then she's like, where's your father? And I was just like...
I went over to the other house and caught him in bed with the girl in my bed.
The girl was Ginger Elrod. She and Bob were to be married in less than 2 months, once Jane and Bob were divorced.
I said, honey, I said it's time to go. And she's like, Bob, do something.
If I get there, you know, glass is broken, you know, there's blood dripping down the door. And, you know, I hear screaming.
And Bob's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what, Jane, this isn't good.
And I was trying to restrain her, and she was a wild woman. She was just ripping up and throwing stuff all over the place.
I pinned my mom down in bed. She kicked me in my face and threw me off of her.
I ended up throwing a remote control at her, and then I got arrested.
It fell to Aaron to summon the cops to the house, where they took Jane into custody.
I wanted it to stop.
It was your son who called 911 on you.
Mm-hmm. Bob told him to.
How did that make you feel?
I couldn't believe what was happening.
The charges would be dismissed. Jane's feelings could not be.
Still ahead, things get really ugly for the Carters.
She'd absolutely be lying right to your face.
I can prove that they're the liars.
She lied so much that she has to cover a lie with a lie.